Hi folks, this is BUSN 1305 Introduction to Business sections L03 and L04, which are fully online. And this is me down here. This is your instructor, Dr. McGrory, and welcome to the 2021 spring semester. Now we're just getting started, and I wanted to talk to you about the class schedule so that you can hit the ground running. So what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to show you a very fast way to log into PAWS, to bookmark that, make it easy for you to get into. I'm going to tell you how to locate that schedule, how to save that schedule to your computer, and then review this weekly schedule, because this weekly schedule is the comprehensive schedule, and it's very easy to focus only on one set of assignments and miss some other assignments. So I don't want that to happen to you, so let's do this. Now, I have opened Chrome in my browser, and this is what it looks like. And as you can see here, it says Spring 2021 classes begin January 19th. And today, if you can see, this is the computer calendar here, is January 16th. So classes don't actually start for a few more days, and consequently your content, any content for the course, will not be available to you until Tuesday, January 19th. Okay, so I'm showing you these steps now so that you can be ready, but my real goal is to review the schedule with you, that weekly schedule. Now, here I am, I'm in my web browser. I use Chrome, tends to be more reliable, and what a lot of students do is they come up here and they click on pause. And that's great. Nothing at all wrong with that. Some people log into My Southwest and then click the pause icon, but you could see how much faster that was. Now, here's what I would do. I would bookmark this page. See how up here it says elearn.southwest.tn.edu? You don't even have to have, type that part, but it doesn't hurt anything at all. That's the shortcut. That's the fast way. You don't have to log into My Southwest. You don't have to open up the Southwest main page. Just go straight to your class at elearn.southwest.tn.edu. So we've accomplished one of our goals. Scroll on down, click on this administrative login. Put in your username and password. Hit enter, and PAWS is going to open up for you. Now up here at the top, I call this the waffle. If you're familiar with PAWS, you may know already to go to the waffle, and I'm going to find my class. I'm going to pick L03. Please know that I have both of these courses and I've set them up the same. So on your computer, it ought to look the same. Now, as your instructor, I see things just a little bit differently, and I am going to change so that I see it as a student. I actually have a demo student account that I sometimes demonstrate, so that it'll be exactly like what you see. But remember, I wouldn't see any content yet because class doesn't start until this Tuesday. So I'm giving you the sneak peek, right? This is the insider lowdown. Works the same for sections L03 or L04. Now, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to look at this main page of our course. You can get back to this page anytime by clicking the course name up at the top. And I really do want you to look at this, because I tell you things like look at the content here, but I don't want this video to get too long. And I have all kinds of links in here for you to the syllabus, to your class schedule, and that would be a really fast way to go to your class schedule. I tell you some important things like don't miss this first attendance quiz. Make sure you do this discussion. Make sure you're creating a Connect username. And I'm kind of pushing you to get started in this class right away. So take some time, read through all this. A lot of students say, I'm not going to start in Connect because I don't have the money to buy it yet, which I understand, but the good news is you've already bought it. You bought it when you enrolled in the course, so no reason to delay getting started. You want to get started. All kinds of things. This link is different between the two class sections, because for each class, any class that you're in Connect is going to have a very unique website, and that is key. You've got to start at that website in order to successfully connect to the class when you register. It's really important in these initial days that you start from this. If you run into any problems, look, I've even got the tech support number there, tell you how to do that. Look at this again. I'm telling you, you've got some assignments due. You're saying, how do I know all this? I feel so disorganized. I feel lost. That's why I want to show you the class schedule. Okay, that's why I want to show you. So all kinds of, neat little, that's a quick read, believe it or not. And then here's my contact information down here. Okay, I'm going to go up to the top because what I say in these instructions is go to the content. It's a menu option along the top. So you'll see it right here. We're going to click on that. Here we go. Now I'm still looking at this as a student. Okay. So along the left-hand side, you're going to see folders, getting started, and then down here, chapters and tests. Okay, so lots of good information, and I encourage you to explore that. For example, in folders about the test, you're going to get the instructions for the test. There's an SLO test. It has a password. That's all going to be in that chapters and test folder. But that's looking ahead. We're not talking about that right now. What are we talking about? Well, if I went back to my slide, fast log into PAWS, which is that eLearn website. Just click on PAWS, bookmark that. And now we're going to say, how do I locate the schedule? Okay, I've logged in to eLearn. What did I do? I clicked on content. And then I'm in this Getting Started folder. If you don't see it, just click Getting Started. You're going to see the syllabus, very important, and here, Comprehensive Class Schedule. And this is a PDF, so click on that. And be patient. I have a kind of slow internet. It actually did that faster than I thought. So be patient if yours is slow like mine. And you're going to see the schedule. Now, it is 10 pages, but you're not doing 10 pages today, okay? You're just getting orientated. It's a 15-week class. Got a lot of stuff to go through. All right, so you see that this schedule is for both sections, and this is going to answer some of your questions, but it's only the first page. Avoid missed assignments by keeping the class schedule handy, and I know that I reference it, and I do. I always have to look at this schedule, so if I do, I think you probably do as well. Although this class is online, it never meets in the classroom, right? So, but look at this. Studies have shown that if you follow a routine, like you pretend that class meets on a certain day, and in my case for this schedule, I pretend that we meet on Wednesdays, even though we never meet. Now here's a very important thing. I'm only a stickler on a couple things, and this is one of them. The course is not self-paced, and there are due dates, and the due dates do apply. And I do that to be fair to all the students in the class, because I know that some students, they push to get assignments due, they miss family time, they stay up very late, they really work hard. And so it's not fair then for somebody else just to say, well, I'm just not going to respect those due dates. I like to say, and this is true, business runs on time, and so do we. So I want you to learn that as a professional career expectation, that deadlines and timelines matter. So I want you to work for that, and I want you to know that they are enforced. Those due dates do matter. What is you might say that was one of two things I said I'm a stickler on. The first thing is just being respectful. You want that, and I think if I probably could see a show of hands, you would say that that's important to you too. And I do like to demonstrate my respect to you. I definitely do. And so so I like to be respected. I want to respect you. I want us to have a respectful environment. Okay, but back to what we're doing, which is the class schedule. I say I reserve the right to change the schedule, but that's really only if something is really messed up, so don't worry too much about that. If there is a change, I will definitely let you know, so it's important to check email. Here's that website, here's that shortcut again, right? Just bookmark that page so that you can get in and out. Here's my reminder to you that you don't get to see the content until the class actually begins. That's so that we know that you're a student in the class, that kind of thing. And then we scroll on to page 2. See, you're already finished with the page of the schedule. So what do I want you to do in this first week? Well, during this first week, I do want you to look at that syllabus, and I want you to look at this schedule, and I want you to get comfortable in PAWS. Click around, look under some of these menu items, find out what's going on. And in terms of what we're going to cover, well, we're going to cover chapter 1. So we hit the ground running the first week. And what do you have due? Well, you have 2 deadlines this first week. So when I say first assignments due and second assignments due, what I'm trying to communicate is that you have 2 deadlines. The very first thing you're going to do is these 3 assignments. And folks, they're fast, and so get them done, because you do earn points, and these are easy points, so collect them, right? Just go out there, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So PAWS quiz, cha-ching, you're going to do that. PAWS discussion, cha-ching, you're going to do that, and then you're going to create your Connect username. And I think I might do that for you in a different video, okay, so that it stays short. Let me kind of keep going just a little bit. What else do you need to do? Well, one of the reasons that I'm pushing you to create your Connect username, and remember you paid for that when you registered in the course for Southwest. It was part of your registration fees. You've got 3 assignments to do. This Learn Smart assignment is kind of like a reading assignment. It's interactive reading. So when you go into Connect, that is where your book is. It's an ebook, and you're going to read, and it's going to ask you questions. Now you're graded, so it's important that you are answering those questions, but it's also your book, so you have that nice combination. There's a video quiz. As you can imagine, there's going to be a video that you watch during that. They're short videos, and you answer some questions on it. And then you have what's called homework and think quiz. Okay, think kind of quiz. So you're going to do those 3 things, and that's going to be chapter 1. And it is, remember I said one of the things I'm a stickler on is the due dates. It's very important that you complete those and get your best grade possible by Tuesday, the 26th, 11:55. Okay, 11:55. I don't want any confusion about what is midnight and blah blah. So 11:55. Now, don't start at 11:53, because I'm going to tell you these things take some time. The Learn Smart can take time. I like it. Very briefly, if you are like me, and as you start to read, your mind checks out and you think about the 27 other things that you need to be doing, including your other classwork, that's where Learn Smart is much better than just reading a paper book, because the Learn Smart is going to ask you questions and say, now what did you just read? What you just read that paragraph, what did it say? And so it's great in that way, and it's going to really help you. Doing these things helps you for the test. Now I'm really just going to cover page 1 of this schedule, because you know that then you would continue on, right? And let me just kind of tell you, you've got 2 sets of due dates the following week. You again have an attendance quiz. You know what? I'm telling you, these are easy points. That attendance quiz, it's 1 question. It has 1 answer, and it's the right answer. It says, are you attending? And if you're attending, that's kind of like saying here, like when you raise your hand in class and you say, I'm here. This is my online way of doing that. And you get points for it. So it's awesome. Go on into chapter 2. And then in the 3rd week, this is the last time you have an attendance quiz. But again, collect, cha-ching, right, those easy points. So go ahead and do that. And of course, we just move on into chapter 3. And you can see, I mean, we're doing a chapter a week. This is a full 15-week class. So you can see all that. And you'll even see, looking on ahead here, you'll see when your first test is. Okay, so this schedule is very important. I told you I reference it all the time, and because I reference it all the time, I don't always log into PAWS to look at it, so I download it. So this is another item on our checklist. See how it says download? I click that. It's downloading it. And now that's going to be saved to my computer, and it opens in my web browser, and sometimes that's just a little bit easier, and I can print it, whatever's best for you. But I wanted to show you that. All right. So what else did I show you? We reviewed it. We've done all this, right? Fast log into PAWS. We located the schedule. We saved the schedule to the computer, and we've reviewed it a little bit. So I don't want this video to be too long, so I am going to wrap it up here. But before I do, I don't want to leave you stranded on kind of how to get out and how to maneuver. Remember that when we came in here, I first of all said at any time you can get back to the main page by clicking on the class name. We went from there to content, and we navigated to the Getting Started folder. Well, notice that all these things are clickable, so I can go back to Getting Started. And when I look through this Getting Started, and let me just start this very quickly again. We logged into PAWS. This is our course main page, content, and from content, if you're saying, where do I do that attendance quiz? Where do I post my introduction? Look at that. These things are all right here. So if I want to hurry up and take that attendance quiz, now remember, it's not going to be available to you until the semester starts. This is what it's going to look like, and I'm just warning you that I really do need this information. It's not available to me yet because it says the 19th. It's one question. It's one question. You're going to answer here, right? I can go back. What are my other assigned activities? Well, my assigned activities are to post my introduction, and I introduce myself to you, but I'm going to hide that so that you see it when you're ready. And of course, I need to make my Connect username and password. And notice right here, required assignment, create your Connect username. Remember that your access is included. So you're going to be prompted for 3 different ways to, oh no, I'm sorry, Connect McGraw-Hill's different. Never mind. You do not have to do a 14-day free trial because you've already paid for it. You opted in. If you really have a situation where you want to opt out, you can, but only for a very limited time. I think you have to have finalized that decision by February 1st, or else whatever status of opting in or out is done. But by default, you paid for that access, you have opted in. If you want to make any changes to that, you do need to talk to the bookstore, okay? But this required assignment simply tells you, you know, this is what you need to do to create your username. But it really is self-explanatory, so you'll see that. And there's the tech support number. Now, gosh, I really want to make this video. I've gotten into things I didn't want to get into. Remember I said that you really have to start at the Connect website for your class? Well, in this table of contents under Getting Started, you know, I encourage you, read that syllabus. Look at this class schedule, which is our point today. Here is a Connect registration info sheet. This is the direct link to Connect. This is a several page document that takes you screen by screen how to sign up. So those are the things that you want to do. Otherwise, you know, you can't complete those assignments in the class schedule, right? But the important things in this video today are that you understand that, hi, this is me. Hello, I'm your instructor, Dr. McGrory. Nice to meet you. I look forward to meeting you all in this online environment through your introductions and email and that type of thing. And we know how to, you know, go into PAWS, locate that schedule. I encourage you to save the schedule to your computer. You don't have to, but it is a convenience. But definitely, I encourage you to review that schedule weekly. Just use it as a checklist to make sure you've done everything that you need to do. So, I am very proud to meet you folks, and I look forward to a really great semester. Thanks so much.